Did somebody say G1? No? Well, too bad, because today on Guerilla Reviews we have Duocon Battlettrap. Now, as we all know, Generation 1 definitely wasn't a stranger to its spring-loaded gimmicks. Take the jump starters example, which they just folded over, and then after a pullback gimmick, they jumped up and transformed. Just look to the new Spider-Man line to figure out what that's all about. And also in the battle chargers, when with another pullback gimmick, they scrunched up to transform into something that generally looked like a robot. With the Duocons, it was a little bit differently. Instead of a pullback gimmick, it definitely had a spring-loaded gimmick, but it worked in a very different way. Because these two vehicles formed to make one robot. As odd as that sounds, that's what they did. Another more famous of the Duocons, perhaps the only other one I released, is Flywheels. Although, you could probably get both for pretty cheap. You may have noticed this little sticker flap on this figure, well, this part of the figure. Well, considering that a lot of the time the G1 figures, the stickers are ripped off or destroyed, I'm okay with just that little bit. Besides, in all likelihood, you can probably find repro labels for this available at reprolabels.com. If not, I'm sure they're working on it. Speaking of Battletrap, I would imagine if you had both of those parts of the figures, you could combine these two to make Flytrap and Battlewheels, if that's appealing to you. Anyway, the fun thing about this weapon is that it can go on either vehicle. It can attach to the bottom part of this helicopter or to the top of this truck. Not exactly thrilling stuff, but you can do it nonetheless. Taking advantage of the rather massive temperature out here, we see that these both are indeed Decepticons because both actually have rub symbols on them. Rather redundant considering he's got a Decepticon symbol right there. But still, nice. Anyway, let's move on to the very unique transformation for this Duocon. Anyway, we'll remove the gun, set it aside. You will notice a tab right here on the helicopter and a slot right there on the truck. Combine the two and we have the lower half and the body for Battletrap. We will then fold down the nose of the helicopter to reveal the head. Combine the two, add gun. There we go. And there we are. Battletrap in robot mode. Posability and joints? You're kidding, right? This thing is effectively a brick. The head doesn't even move on it. You can use the wheels, but then again you can do that in the truck mode and the blade spins on the helicopter. That's about it. But then again, this is G1. You don't really expect that sort of thing. Anyway, that wraps it up for this Guerilla Review. I am the Deceptiwolf. This has been Generation 1 Duocon Battletrap. And again, I remind you all, free your mind, free your toys.